The reason why I believe that most Muslims are having a hard time with their faith right now from just feeling that sweetness of faith, especially in Ramadan. I'm making this video in Ramadan, but the reason why most people are struggling right now is because most of us, we believe that we're supposed to have so much control of our lives. We think that every little minute thing in our lives, we're supposed to have a bunch of control in it. When in reality, Allah Himself tells you surrender. Surrender. You guys believe until things get just a bit hard, and then you're just like, man, I don't know what's happening anymore. Everybody prays, but no one's actually obeying anymore. People are worshiping, but no one's really trusting Allah anymore. When was the last time where something bad happened in your life and you felt contentness in your heart? Just a bit of contentness still in your heart. Most of us, anything bad happens, all of a sudden we're just like, oh man, that's it, we're just done. In this Ramadan, Habibi, the reminder that I want to give to people in this Ramadan, learn to surrender. And it's so funny because what I'm telling you is to do nothing. But it's so hard for you to do nothing, especially if you're someone who's above 30, if you're someone who has some experience in life. You think that you need to be doing everything, when in reality you don't need to be doing much. And I know this is a bit counterintuitive to what most people tell you. I'm not telling you to be lazy, by the way. What I'm telling you, if right now you're struggling with debt, you're struggling with health, you're struggling with, oh man, I can't get married, and blah, 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 all these things. You're struggling, any type of struggle. Because all of it is the same, honestly. Honestly, all of it is just the same. Any struggle you're going through right now, understand that the way to go through that struggle is just through surrender. And this is why most people, as soon as they give up, as soon as you give up, that's when you start seeing some progress. So what I'm telling you right now, take the example of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam, he did everything he could. Remember when the people were like, he was telling them like, worship Allah, the one God, and then they were like, no, we're worshiping all these idols. And he was just like, you know what? He was thinking to himself, he's like, you know what? When these people go to their gathering or whatever, I'm gonna break all their idols and give the hammer, or give the thing, the tool to the black cat is here again, and give the tool to the big guy. And when he did that, they were like, what happened to our idols? Who destroyed them? And he was like, go ask the big guy. And they were like, bro, you did that. So then what happened is that they took him and they were going to throw him in the fire. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, he did everything he could. Everything. Like, imagine destroying idols, bro. You'd go to jail for that if someone does something like that. Like, imagine you destroy everything that people have all their hopes in. Everything that people are giving all their attention to. And then all of a sudden, they decide to throw him in the fire. But then what did he do? What did he do? He just surrendered. He surrendered. And then Allah all of a sudden was just like, fire become cold. Miracles happen. Miracles happen. Musa alayhi salam, he did everything. Musa alayhi salam was so scared to go up to Fir'aun. It's crazy, man. I'm reading the Quran and it's so beautiful. Like, you would see the ayat and he was just like, I'm scared to go and talk to Fir'aun. Can you please send with me my brother? And then in that moment when he saw the people doing the magic in front of him, they were, قُلْنَا لَا تَخَفْ إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْأَعْلَى إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْأَعْلَى, which is so beautiful. It's like, you are the one that's high. Don't worry about them. You're the high one. And then when Fir'aun and the army encompassed him and he had nowhere else to go, it's almost like in that moment, everything that he's gone through, he's like, nah, man, Allah will never just like not save me. And then he surrendered. That's why he was a Muslim. He just surrendered. And the sea just parted. I mean, Habibi, the sea parting, the fire becoming cool, those things are not based on physics. Allah's trying to tell you, like, when you surrender, you bend physics. Allah will make life bend for you. People are trying to kill you. You think like your debt is something like a big deal? You think you not getting married is like a big deal? Or your health being bad is like a big deal? No, man, these prophets went through so much. Fire! There's no other way. And then the water just parting. That's crazy. Ayyub alayhi salam, he was sick. He was ill. He was getting destroyed. Just surrendered. Placed all of his attention on Allah. And Allah just changed everything. Changed everything. There was I think Prophet Daniel, but I forgot what it was. That prophet where they sent him to jail. And then, not to jail. He was in jail, but with lions. And all he did was he's like, you know what? Problem is there. Forget problem. He just started focusing only on Allah. And all of a sudden, like, even the lions are just like, whoa, what the heck? Which is insane. Like, you just surrender. You surrender to Allah. Again, you guys have faith. You claim to have faith, but then when things get hard, all of a sudden you're like, you forget that you even had faith. The parable that Allah gives in the Quran, where it's like, yeah, when you go on the ship and the sea is nice, the wind is nice, all of a sudden when the wind gets hard and the waves, they start coming at you, everybody is just like, Allah, please save us, save us. The atheist becomes a Muslim, please save us. And then when Allah saves you back to land, all of a sudden now you start disbelieving, you start becoming ungrateful. When things get hard, you're like, man, please save me. And then when things get good, all of a sudden you're just like, you forget what you were even asking about, which is insane. So what I'm telling you right now, Prophet Yusuf actually, alayhi salam, I was reading the story. It was so beautiful, bro. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, he goes to jail, and the first thing that he starts talking about, they're asking him, they're like, can you please interpret the dreams that we have? Because you seem like you're someone who knows. All of a sudden, he's just like, he talks about Allah, talks about Ibrahim, Ishaq, wa Yaqub. And I'm like, this is so beautiful. Like, this person right here got sent to jail, gone through so much issues, by the way, being thrown in the well, being like falsely accused, and then now he's in jail, like unjustly, and all of a sudden he's just talking about Allah, which is insane. And what happened after that? Like, after he started talking about Allah, he became the minister, which was like the highest position at that time, one of the highest positions, which means a bunch of rizq, by the way. So same thing for you. You're in jail right now. You're in just any issue, bro, any issue, whatever it is. All you need to be doing is just keep your attention on Allah and surrender. Now, how will this surrender look like? This surrender, the way it's going to start looking like, is that if every single muscle in your body is just relaxed. Honestly, bro, I have a hard time even doing that myself because I have a lot of tension in my traps for some reason. I don't know why. Or tension in my forehead as well. But just relax everything. Just relax everything. Even in my glutes, actually. But just relax everything. It's crazy because nowadays we don't even know how to relax. When in reality, you're supposed to be like a baby being held in the mother's arms. Because all of us are in the womb. The earth is the womb. So you're supposed to be walking around earth extremely relaxed, whatever the situation is. Whatever the situation is, because this is the way. What's the way? Islam. Surrender. Islam is the path of surrender. And then when you surrender, when you live your life like you're surrendered, not surrendered to anybody, surrendered only to Allah. Only to Allah. So you'll have people coming up to you, like people used to go to war, but they were still surrendered to Allah. Not surrendered to the enemy, not surrendered to a human being, only to Allah. And then through you only being surrendered to Allah, that's where everything comes to you. And by the way, what's so sad is that I've been reading on Twitter as well, some non-Muslims are realizing this. They're realizing this. They're like, bro, I noticed that as soon as I just surrender, and then I stop trying to control life, I stop trying to control my life, I stop trying to control circumstances, all of a sudden it's like things just start flowing to me miraculously, which is insane because this is something that you should have known a long time ago. If you're a Muslim and you're watching me, I should have known this long time ago. It's just now, slowly, I've been learning more and more about this. The path of surrender. That's all you gotta do. When you truly surrender, that's when the shift happens. Truly. Like the shift in your life, that's when it happens. So if this video is helpful, just let me know, man.